Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death. That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
Thank you for tuning in with me to another edition of True Capitalist Radio. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 116. It's Baller Friday! And we're doing something a little bit different today. I know that folks that are listening into the live broadcast are expecting the live chat at this point in time. But we are going to open up the live chat here in about 20 seconds so that everybody who's listening out there, because believe it or not, we had 15,000 live listeners yesterday, and a lot of those folks, sent me some tweets, sent me some emails on the Capitalist Army, so on and so forth, saying they couldn't even get in the damn chat room. So I want to give everybody an opportunity to do so. So, lo and behold, folks, if you're listening in, I don't know what it takes. I don't know if you have to refresh the browser. I don't know if you have to re-log in. I don't know what it is. But I am launching the chat room, the True Capitalist Radio chat room, and you can get there, folks, at blogtalkradio.com/ghost, and I'm launching it right now. Well, that's right. Let me open it up. You open it up, engineer. Come on. Well, come on, let's open it up. I want to see how many people are going to come in here and listen to the True Capitalist Radio broadcast with me. All right, we got people already coming in. Once again, the chat room is open. There's a 500 user limit. I was unaware of this, but we do have a 500 user limit, so right now get in while you can, if you will. And before we get into anything, I'd like for everybody to please retweet the broadcast, go to the social networks, go to the blogs, go to the forums, and spread it around like wildfire. And let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house, folks. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. And, of course, if you want some shout-outs, send me a tweet at my Twitter account. And if you haven't followed me on Twitter, well, by God, follow me on Twitter, all right? Ghost Politics is the name to follow, all right? All one word, no underscores. All right? Send me a tweet right there. Hey, and congratulations. Congratulations to all the people that are making it into the door here in the True Capitalist Radio chat room. What's going on? I want to say what's going on to all the people that are out there listening in internet land, but before we get into anything else, let's get to the markets because I know everybody's a little concerned about that. We saw some negative numbers in the markets today. But even though we saw some negative numbers, I'm not worried about it. This is a helter-skelter market. The investors out here in the investment community have no balls. They're ballless. You know what I mean? Completely ballless. And as you can see, nothing has any kind of fundamental investment ideology backing it up. Everything is down today, folks. I mean, you would think equities are down, commodities would be up. If commodities are down, equities would be up. And if both of these things are down, you would think that the securities, the bonds would be up. But they're at all-time lows, for Christ's sake. A 10-year note, for Christ's sake, hits an all-time low. What the hell's going on with this crap? There's no consistency, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. But anyway, if you were listening in right now, I would entertain some bottom-feeding plays into this market, folks. entertain some bottom feeder plays, if you will. Let me get through the markets, folks, so I can take your calls. It's Baller Friday, baby. Believe it or not, I broke out some more Chevis Blue Label. For all you folks that are unfamiliar with the finest scotches, well, you need to get yourself well acquainted with it, folks, because if you ever do any kind of business with an actual businessman, there are going to be some scotch drinkers for sure, and you want to get well aware of what scotches you're drinking. So right now I'm drinking some scotch, blended malt, what is this, age 21 years, Blue Label Chevis, baby. Anyway, folks, this is a $300 bottle, by the way. But I want to say cheers to everybody out there who's listening to me on Baller Friday. I know that there's some down markets today, but it's Baller Friday, baby. I mean, what the hell? Cheers to everybody out there. Let me go ahead. Man, it's a $30 sip right there. Woo! Anyway, Dow Jones Industrials goes below 12,000, believe it or not. It closes out at 11,934.58 points, a decrease of 115.42 points. I mean, God damn, Jesus Christ. And that's a decrease of 0.96%, almost a percent on the day. We got the NASDAQ closing out today at 2,652.89 points. That's down 33.86 points. A percentage decrease of 1.26%. I mean, God damn, man. Jesus Christ. The S&P 500 closes out today at 1,268.45 points. That's down 15.05 points. A percentage decrease of 1.17%. I mean, can you goddamn investors take your heads out of your ass? Jesus Christ. Makes me sick. I mean, where's the consistency in the investment community out here? I know that there's a lot of things to be worried about. Don't get me wrong. You got the looming crisis out there in Europe, where that's basically what's stooping the market today is this European crisis, the debt crisis with the Greeks, excuse me. Yeah, Greece is still, mumbling and stumbling around whether or not they're going to take the austerity measures and have to go back to work, or they're going to go out and kill people because they want their socialist system. And that's what everybody's worried about, because believe it or not, you've got a lot of financial institutions in this country, not only in this country, but in Europe. Some of the European countries like Germany, France, Britain, these people have vested interest in Greek. They're the ones who bought the treasury notes. They're the ones that bought the treasury bonds so that Greece can sustain their socialist endeavor. And it's a disaster. So if the Greeks default on their debts, that means that the securities held by the financial institutions that bankrolled this particular socialist experiment are going to lose money. All right? They're going to lose serious capital, and that could cause a lock on the financial system once again. And that doesn't include our own situation here in America. I mean, give me a break. All right? Our own situation here in America is pretty pathetic. We're pissing and moaning about our own, debt ceiling, for Christ's sake. You got these asshole, soulless cash whores in Washington playing politics with our goddamn debt, for Christ's sake. It's ridiculous. It's pathetic. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me get through the goddamn commodities market. And once we get through the commodities market, I want to take your calls, all right? Don't be a jerk. All right? Hey, engineers, people scrolling here. Kick the scrollers out of here. All right? Kick these scrolling bastards out. Kick them out. Kick them all out. Kick those bastards out. We don't want any goddamn scrollers here. We don't need that crap. Kick them out. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me go through the commodities market, shall we? We've got Brent crude oil down today, and of course, for all you folks that don't know what Brent crude is, it is the crude oil that's shipped off to Europe and Asia. Yeah, shipped off to Europe and Asia. It is down today, $1.68. That's a percentage decrease of 1.5%, closing out today at $105.58 per barrel of Brent crude oil. We've got gasoline futures continuing to slide because of of course, releasing of the United States Strategic Petroleum Reserves by our president, which is one of the most dumbfounding moves of all time, if not socialist, in its strategy. But gasoline futures are down $12.75. That's a percentage decrease of 1.43%. Heating oil futures are also down. They're down $1.50. Natural gas saw a small spike. They were up a nickel. That's a percentage increase of 1.24%. Jesus Christ. And, this is what boggles my mind here. Here you got Obama, who basically says that they're going to release oil from the Strategic Petroleum Oil Reserve in America, which is meant for a rainy day, which is meant for if the oil prices spike to $200 a barrel, we'd be able to release these oil reserves into our markets to be able to, hedge off these high prices that'll be relayed to us. That's what the Strategic Petroleum Oil Reserve was meant for Christ's sake. And you know what? The president decided he wanted to play 2012 politics. He wants to attempt to artificially lower the prices of gasoline, lower the price of petroleum, because, if the price of petroleum is lowered, everything's going to be lowered. The only reason that we see a hike in prices on anything on the retail sector is because it takes money and gas to get it from point A to point B, from the manufacturer to the retailer. I mean, it takes a lot of money for that crap. You understand? I mean, it takes a lot of goddamn money, and especially if gas prices are going up through the goddamn roof. I mean, give me a break. This is why, and you got the damn president trying to play politics. I think that this spells disaster for America, if you want my personal opinion, tapping into the oil reserves. I mean, these are meant for rainy days. I mean, he's acting as if there's no Arab Spring. He's acting as if there's no potential threats to the oil-producing countries in the Middle East. He's acting like it just doesn't exist, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. And just wait. I'm telling you, I am long on oil. I know that it's going down, but I'm long on oil because this only spells a recipe for disaster. All right? I mean, I've said this yesterday. I said it yesterday, so I don't even need to go through it again. Let me just get through the market so I can take your calls here. WTI sweet crude, believe it or not, is up. I mean, these investors have their heads in their ass. It makes no sense, for Christ's sake. It is up 24 cents, a percentage increase of 0.26%. It makes no freaking sense. Closing out today at $91.26 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Jesus Christ. Let's go on. Agricultural futures. Canola, finally seeing some bottom feeders in that market. It is up $2.50. Cocoa seeing sell-offs today. It is down $23. Coffee, for all you speed freaks that, hey, dude, I just, don't talk to me until I get my coffee, all right? Don't talk to me unless I get my coffee that was picked by Juan Valdez, That's the kind of stuff I want, I want the stuff that's like Juan Valdez's asshole, All you people that like that crap, coffee is up $1.80, all right, $1.80, an increase of 0.72%. We've got corn down. Yes. I'm glad to see corn down, for Christ's sake. I'm telling you right now, it's getting into the summertime. I'm barbecuing. As a matter of fact, I'm barbecuing this weekend. I'm headed to the coast, for Christ's sake. You know what I'm saying? I'm headed to the coast. I want to be sitting at the beach. I'm going to be sipping on some goddamn, premium Presidente top shelf margaritas frozen on the beach, for Christ's sake. I'm going to be barbecuing some badass steaks on some mesquite wood. You know what I'm saying? You throw on some of them corns on the grill and with the husks. Throw them with the husks on, ass clowns. Don't unhusk them. Throw the damn corns on the fire with the husks. It's beautiful. It's great. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, corn is down, baby. It is down $14, a percentage decrease of 2.17%. Cotton is up. Jesus Christ, I guess we saw bottom feeders come in on the sell-offs in cotton. Cotton is up $2.52. That's a percentage increase of 2.11%. So I guess we're going to continue to see those fruity asses continue to dress up in these, Hollister, Abercrombie Fitch, Ed Hardy, little 8 times too small for my body so I can show my man boobs type of crap. We're going to continue to see this crap. Jesus Christ. Who else we got going on? Let's see. Wheat futures are down $11, a percentage decrease of 1.41%. We got sugar future down 8 cents, percentage decrease 0.31%. Soybean is also down $8, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Lumber. We saw some sell-offs because of the negativity in the real estate market, some of the real estate numbers, for Christ's sake. Lumber is up $1.10, a percentage increase of 0.45%. Oats. If you'd have been holding anything in the oats futures, Jesus Christ, your gums were bleeding today. It is down $13.25. That's a percentage decrease of 3.67% on the day. I mean, good God! Jesus Christ. Let's see. We got soybean oil futures down 2 cents. And once again, I don't know if Rosie O'Donnell called up the bullnose bull dykes